Hello everybody and welcome back to Dogcast episode 3. Today we're going international. We've got the legend himself, Ryan Hall. How are we doing, pal?
Hey mate, you alright? I've just woken up to speak to you. So I'm a little bit tired, but yeah, I'm alright.
Right, so everyone, you're going to have to bear with us today because Ryan's not paid his Wi-Fi bill, so he's on snide 3G at the moment, so the signal's rubbish, but I still thought it was worth us filming, even though it's a bit crackly, to get the legend himself on today. So
yeah, it's going to be
Ryan,
riveting as well, because I'm that interesting. It's going to be really riveting.
Yeah, that's it. Most people will fall asleep by the time we're finished. That's it. It's so obviously the world's going mad at the minute. Coronavirus is taking over. It's all up in the air at the minute in England. We're expecting a bit of a lockdown. Boris is on soon on the news, and we think he's going to lock us down. So, what's it like in Australia at the moment?
I think it's pretty much similar. The Prime Minister over here has kind of said, do your social distancing like you're meant to be doing. But then over the week, everyone ignored it. It was a nice sunny weekend, so everyone went like there were thousands of people at Bondi Beach. So
yeah, I think I've seen that.
They've had to close beaches, as in put barriers up so people can't go to the beach anymore because he was saying you're not taking it seriously. So they've done that.
Was you one of the people at the beach?
Where was I? I wasn't at Bondi Beach. I was at a different beach. I was
a remote beach. Like to say, you was the only person there.
I was I was with my family, and that was it. There was no one else in the distance of me, so I was being secure, I was being safe.
As we know, we know that you like to wear your budgies. Did you have your budgie smugglers on?
I don't wear anything else. I don't have any shorts.
I saw you pack when you went to Australia. Your budgie smugglers.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I got some t-shirts. I got my certified t-shirt.
Is the certified cover still going?
Of course it is.
You can't still be getting that going.
I'm a one-man advertising board over there. Everyone has to.
Is certified still going? Is the company still going?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm sure we can get a picture up of that Smith outfit that you've got.
Get me in all blue and all yellow.
Yeah, right. So let's crack on with it, mate. Let's crack on. So let's take you back, obviously, for the Leeds fans and that. What sort of things came into your mind and the decision to move over to Australia? Obviously, it's massive for your family and yourself, for your career. But what sort of things entered your mind when you made that decision?
Well, because I spent that long at Leeds, I was quite happy with having that one club, mentality where I'm just staying with one club. Hang on, little boys just walked in. Hey mate, what are you doing? What's up?
Is he getting on with us? How we doing, pal?
Come on, give us 2 minutes. I'm just speaking to my mate. I've got to do it. All right, you all right? You chill there. All right, okay. I just thought it's my last chance saloon. I was happy with staying at one club, all this time, but that I didn't want to leave with any regrets, after my career ends. About I wonder. So I thought I've just got to give it a go. So I just I put my name out there, seeing if anyone was interested in me, in the start. And I came back, a couple of clubs were, and obviously the Roosters were one of them. And I thought, right, that's we'll give it a go, see how we're doing.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. And what sort of things have changed in your lifestyle as a family and stuff like that?
It's great because Australia is a massively outdoor lifestyle. Everything's waiting to go outside, and it's great for kids. Just to be able to have that bit more freedom. You come up from school, you go straight to the park or straight to the beach. You can't really give it, your kids that in England. And it's great. Weather's great over here. I do love a good suntan. So does the missus. So that side of things is great. Coming off from training, you don't just go home now. You go and do stuff, and you're dead active.
Right. So you've traded the piano in for the beach. Is that what you're saying?
I've got a guitar. I played guitar a little bit before, but I'm in an apartment, so I can't really be having the piano, like waking everyone up playing piano and that.
Did you not see Konrad play the guitar the other day?
You what?
Konrad was on the other day. Konrad, he played a bit. He did a bit of guitar for us.
Oh, did he? I'm not.
Yeah. What's the chances at the end getting you on the guitar?
0.
Yeah, he's a hero. He's a hero. We're breaking up, mate.
Why do you want me to do something someone else has done?
Because I would have loved for you to play the piano, but that's gone out the window. You've not got a piano with you, have you?
No. Mrs. keeps saying, "Oh, I should get one," but she just talks nonsense. She's like, "What do you want me to do with the piano?"
Did he even have pianos in Australia?
Yeah. It's not a third world country.
I know, but I just thought no one would bother because it's got beaches and that. Nice weather.
My dad pretty much thought the same thing. I think my dad thought it was a third world country because, like, before he came over, he came to visit last year, and he was in like supermarket back in England before he came. He was ringing me saying, "Shall I get you out? Shall I bring you out? Do you want washing powder?" So, like, what are you on that?
That's what it is, mate. Crazy, yeah. Crazy. Right, mate. So what's obviously you moved over with all intentions to make a big impact in the NRL, and all things haven't really gone your way with injuries. So do you want to talk us through that and what's actually happened over the 2 years of you being there?
Yeah, it's pretty bad really because I came over. I didn't want to come over and prove all the doubters wrong. I didn't want to come over like that. I just wanted to give a good account of myself. I wasn't bothered about trying to prove people wrong. It's just like I wanted just people to realise that I gave a good account of myself, and I tried my best and all that sort of stuff. But so after about 3 weeks after I actually signed for Roosters, that my ACL went, and I've never been really injured before.
This was back in Leeds, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was in Leeds. Yeah, so it was a bit of a crazy. Like I've never really had a long-term injury before. I never had surgery before. Then I went and got that.
That was first surgery, that?
Yeah.
And how old was you then?
30. Was I? 30?
I don't know. You're laugh. I don't know.
I know, yeah. I think I'm 30.
But that's 30. Pretty well that getting to 30 without surgery. That's what happens when you play at winger.
I know, yeah. Well, don't make any tackles. I'm smart. You see, some people say, work hard. Some people work smart. Wingers work smart, mate.
I don't know about that. Can you remember the conversation we had on the bus after I think it was 2 or 3 games that I'd played with you? And I can't repeat what I said, but I said, "Oh yeah, Ryan, I thought you was overrated," and everyone just bigged you up and stuff for scoring tries. I know. I thought you was a 17-stone pansy, but another word, pansy, and you was upset, weren't you?
Yeah. I remember that exact conversation, and I know where I was. We were walking down South Bank in Melbourne.
Was where?
Yeah, I remember exactly where we were. And I was like,
yeah. So we did the World Cup challenge, weren't we? And
I was probably halfway through a sandwich, and I like, you said it. I was just about to take a bite, and I'm like, "What?" I don't really know what you're on about, but all right. Yeah, cheers to that. Yeah, it was nice. Always thought I was overrated, but yeah, thanks for that.
So where are we at with the? So then you had your first injury in Leeds.
Yeah.
You just announced that you're signing for the Roosters. Obviously, ACL is a 6-month injury, so it would affect you going over to Roosters and you start your career there.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced now that I'm sure Gary Everington's got a voodoo doll on me. And as soon as I signed away from the club, he's just like started slashing at me because it's all gone wrong since I left.
Uncle Gary's.
Yeah, he's proper done voodoo on me, hasn't he? But yeah, so
even Kath sat around dinner table singing songs.
Yeah, we're doing a seance. Yeah. So like I was in contact with the Roosters when it happened, and they were confident they've got a good rehab squad and a good physio team to get me through, that injury. They've got a good track record of other people going through that injury with them. So like I was immediately put at ease about what I was doing, because I didn't know whether I was still going to go or not, because I think there's a clause in the contract where you can, clubs can, pull out of it if something goes wrong before at the start. But they said they would stand by me and get me right, which they did, which was great. And I got back playing. I got back, I was growing into the season as well. So like I managed 6 games. And I think the 6th game was my best. I got progressively better every week, doing what the team needs. But then obviously it all came crashing down again when the other side went.
What happened with what was it, the other leg? What was the next injury?
Yeah, so I was in a wrestle session, training. I was ready to play on the Saturday. I think it might have been a Wednesday or Thursday. And then my kneecap popped out. A dislocated kneecap. It's Joe Westerman had it, a couple of weeks.
In the game.
And like he just knocked it back into place and got up and carried on. But mine,
so basically, he's tough, and you're not.
He's tough, yeah. Must be.
That's what you should have done.
Mine popped in itself. It went out and in straight away.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know what it was, because when I was doing it, I was wrestling and I was getting locked up and I couldn't see my legs. I could just feel like it just go. So when I heard a pop and all that sort of jazz, I got up and tried to walk it off, but obviously it was swelling up. It just started swelling up massively straight away. So and that's all the problem was. It was full of swelling. And I didn't know, and I thought I'd done some sort of ligament, or some meniscus, because physios were saying because it was rating on inside. I went for an MRI straight away, and they're like, doctor came out and all right, it's not meniscus. I thought it was meniscus at the first, but it says, oh no, you dislocated your kneecap. Then he said, oh, that's an unusual injury. That it's normally a 15-year-old girl's injury. So I was like, I didn't know whether it was a compliment or a dig at ribs. I don't know what it means by that. It's like, all right, cool, I've done something cool or not, I don't know. But so with that, because not many people my age and rugby players get it. It's hard to predict return to play time. So I was just, trying my best at that stage to get back playing before the end of the year, but it kept on swelling up, getting bigger and bigger. Anyway, and then the team was playing really well. So when I did eventually get back, I was never going to get back in the team because we were playing so well, So it was a bit of I was an 18th man, trainer.
So where are you at now? Where are you at with injuries now, and the season's just started and stuff like that? So where are you at? Are you fit to go all that?
Well, no. So I got back to fitness and then played for Great Britain. And then it popped out, dead easily, because it went out first time. Then it was, I was just running with someone trying to tackle me, I've done it a million times before, and it just fell out again. So I thought, they're going to have to fix it proper, because if it keeps coming out this easily, I'm no good. Yeah, so I needed surgery for it. So I had that surgery in off season, stayed away because my family was back in England while I went to New Zealand to play. And then I had my surgery in Australia while my family were back in England. So I hadn't seen them for 9 weeks, and I was sat in an apartment by myself with a brace on, going a bit mental.
I think I remember that moment. I think I remember that time.
Yeah,
he was texting me quite a lot because you miss it, misses.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's what seems to happen, because when you first went to Oz, not many people, well, they might know this, there's a picture of us, but you came home for Valentine's Day to see me, didn't you? So you left Vicky in Oz and came and seen me in England on Valentine's Day. So it's having me or Vicky in it.
Yeah, we shared a coffee, didn't we? I remember that. Yeah, it was nice.
Cheap mate for coffee.
It was good. Yeah, I couldn't think of any better place to spend Valentine's Day than in Leeds with you, on a rainy Leeds with you.
Yeah, well, we're loving them, mate. I want to give people an insight to something we did when we was when I first came to Leeds, and we went up to North Yorkshire in camp. So Matt was the coach then, and that was something that you always did, wasn't it? You went up to North Yorkshire in the middle of nowhere, no phone signal, and it was basically the boys just had a drink together. We had quite a few meetings, did some skits, spoke about what we wanted as a group that year. And one of the exercises that we had was new players had to get up and speak about themselves, and some of the old players had to get up and speak. Now, I don't think I've spoke to you about this, so this might be first. You don't know what impact you've had, really, because it's normally us just taking the mick out of each other. But I remember your speech specifically because at that time I'd come from Warrington and an environment that was ruthless and brutal, and it was like if you came in with a funky pair of trainers, you'd get hammered. Like you couldn't wear anything different or individual. It was like you had to just playing yourself down so you wasn't putting yourself out there to get abused at training. And I remember your speech just spoke about how individuality is important and be yourself. Do you want to give us some sort of insight into why you give that speech and why what's so individual about you?
So yeah, individuality. So when I first came into the team, I was branded as different and weird, weird because I like doing different stuff to what the average rugby player did. So like, I was often regarded as intelligent, even though I'm not massively intelligent. I was just good at maths, which, it gives the impression that you're pretty intelligent. If you're good at numbers, it's kind of steers towards the geek, bit of a geeky type thing. So everyone just thought I was intelligent straight away, which I've just kind of gone, all right then, bumbled along with all my career. I've always kind of got that tag, but I don't know how true it is. I don't know how intelligent I really am. But so again, that just like straight away, that was a difference to normal. So I was happy to embrace that and be different, just be myself. You got to be, yourself. You can't just be molded into a mold that, it's, regarded as this is what you need to be like. No, I don't think that's right at all, because it takes part of you away if you do that. And I think it's more apparent when I've come over here. So like when I've come over here, there's some real like different people again, because obviously I'm used to the culture of England. Now I'm in Australia, and there's like Polynesians and Kiwis and Australians all mingling together, and there's so many different cultures, and they're all different, in their own way. Like every day in gym there's a dance off. Like there's a music on, there's a dancing on going. Like I ain't worst dancer in the world, but I love it. I love watching people having a good old dance, and that's they don't take it seriously, but they know what they're doing.
Really into it. Can boogie. Yeah. Have you learned any new dance moves off them?
Mate, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I know a two-step.
Oh, come on, mate. We're talking about you need to be ready to adapt, mate, and learn if you go into these new environments.
Mate, I'm an awful dancer, mate. I did Rob Burrow's testimonial, Strictly Scrum Dancing, when it was on. I didn't really fully know what I was doing until I, turned the first rehearsal. Like, he asked me, will I do this event for him? I said, yeah, of course, would I do any event for him? And it turned out I was dancing, and I wish I'd known I was dancing before, because I'd just backed out straight away. Anyway, I had to do this ballroom dance in front of a packed Queen's Hotel. Like, I was sweating my ass off, like, on this dancing floor. Trying to do this salsa, and it was awful. Anyway.
I've seen you dance, mate. You don't need to worry. I know that you're a bad dancer. I know that you're a bad dancer. So obviously, we kicked off. When you was back home, you did everything to avoid pretending to be my friend. It was like, why are you obsessing? Why will you not leave me alone? But then when you went to Australia, you was constantly in contact with me, texting me and asking me how things are and stuff like that. So you contradicted yourself, really, and behind closed doors, you act like you're my best friend. So obviously, I got a cardboard cutout when you'd gone. The cardboard cutout, there's only so much you can tell about the cardboard cutout, but it's with an interesting laugh, hasn't it? And, it was a bit big.
I wish I was it for a day,
Well, the cardboard cutout's got more personality than you. So it's it sits in my apartment. It's had numerous positions there in my apartment. And then when people come around, or my mum and stuff like that comes to clean my apartment, I like to put it in different spots. So when they open the door and turn the light on, it just jumps out and scares them. But yeah, the cardboard cutout, it's been about a year now? And you keep asking me what it's been up to lately, and it's called. I was thinking about throwing it away the other day, actually, because you've not been in touch for about a good couple of months, 2 months or something. Okay. So I thought, you know what, it's getting in the way, this cardboard cutout. He's not getting in touch, so I'm going to throw it away.
What, is that because we didn't sponsor you this year?
Oh, well, yeah, that's another story. So do you want to talk through why you sponsored me last year with Cutout? Give it a plug.
I completely had my hands tied. It wasn't my decision.
Oh, man. Is that why you've been avoiding me? Is that why
No, it was pretty funny. Once it got suggested, I didn't come up with the idea. Billy came up with the idea. But
was it not Dickie Mallard? I thought Dickie Mallard had something to say about it.
No, I wanted to, in first year, whilst I was still at the Rhinos, Cam Smith started the season without a sponsor, and I'd love to be there and sponsor him while I was still playing in the team, so I could tell him what to do. That was all I wanted to. Anyway, I missed out. He got a sponsor pretty soon after me having that brainwave. So the year after, because I mentioned it to Billy that year, and then the year after, he said he wanted to sponsor you, because with the connection that I had with you. So yeah, it was pretty cool that we got to sponsor.
there was talk of trying to get me to do all these promos and just make me do whatever you wanted to do.
To turn up to some building sites.
Billy, by the way, Billy's Ryan's business partner, and he already sponsored me with another company. So yeah, there was masterminding some things they could come up with and sponsor me, but they've been tight asses and they've not sponsored me again this year. They've both been avoiding me. Because
why don't you tell what we gave you last year? We put on like some right events for you, golf days and Christmas dues.
The golf day. Yeah. Should we talk about the time that we'd done 10 kronas halfway around the golf course?
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
So I rocked up, and it was a few days. It was a few days before. I think you'd played on a Thursday night. And I was playing on the Sunday, and I was in a bad place at that time, and I had got quite a bit going on. Obviously, rugby wasn't going great, and then you invited me to meet your mate, who was my sponsor, Billy. So I rocks up to the golf course thinking we're playing golf, and then there's no golf clubs on the cart. It's just 30 krona. So I was like, what's going on here? I've got a game in 2 days' time. And I thought, right, I'll have a couple with you whilst they're playing. Anyway, I had a couple of Coronas, and I started smashing it. I'm rubbish at golf now, but I started nailing it. I'm beating Ryan, beating Billy. So I get a bit carried away, have a couple more Coronas. And that was the weekend where I scored 6 tries for Fev. So 2 days before, I'd done 6 or 7 Coronas. And so I was like, should I do this every weekend? Yes. So it was Billy. And KK Brickwork was the resurrection of my career. Yeah,
that's it. You never look back then. I was a little bit disappointed you didn't get a look in for Player of the Year at Rhinos doing last year. From the games that I watched, from the little bits that I did watch, I thought he was one of the standouts. So
I think that's coming from. I think we covered that conversation with Vega. If you've not watched it,
his decision as well.
We didn't cover why I didn't get Player of the Year. That wasn't it, because we had some great performance, and you can't really argue with that. But we argued my opinion of my performance and Gary's opinion of how I was around the court.
Oh, right. Was it a bit like that? Was it? Yeah.
yeah. So it's like, I was coming up with some big players and that, but other stuff was going on behind closed doors, which hopefully I've learned from now. But yeah, we had that conversation. That's episode 1. If anyone wants to tune into episode 1, we'll talk about that with the bosses.
I think that he banned you from drop goals. Is that what it? That was the thing, was it?
Well, mate, you're not allowed to say that because he says he didn't ban me when he actually did.
We can read between lines of that where he definitely banned you from drop goals.
100%. Right, last little topic. We share the same nickname, don't we? Well, similar.
Kind of, yeah.
And I think this is how our friendship blossomed, because obviously you'd been international. So you only rock up training around December time. I've been in training with all the young boys since start of November. So I more or less made a stamp on the place anyway, and everyone was like, I didn't say that my name was Dog. It just came round, so I don't know, people just knew that my nickname had been Dog from Warrington. And then everyone was like, Ryan Hall calls himself Halldog. I was like, calls himself Halldog? He was like, yeah, even his missus is called Mrs. Halldog on Instagram. And I was like, well, we'll see. Knowing that you're a big figure and a big part of the team, I thought, right, I'm going to lock heads with Ollie when he comes, and I'm not backing down. My nickname is Dog. But you do still persist that your nickname is Halldog, don't you?
It is I go by Halldog at the Roosters. Everyone knows me as Halldog because that's my nickname.
It's as if you walk around in your own imaginary world and imagine people are calling you, because I've never heard anyone in the full year that we played together. I never heard anyone call you Halldog apart from yourself, and that's the God's honest truth.
Is it L?
Who called you Halldog?
Well, so how did who first mentioned to you then that?
No, everyone said that Hawley thinks his name is Halldog.
What is?
See, everyone Hawley thinks his name is Halldog, so everyone calls him Hawley. Mate, this is just bonkers.
Have you seen the car registration number?
No. Have you got a car reg with it on as well?
Well, in England, yes, HA11DGG. Halldog.
Yeah, mate. I think we'll stick to Hawley with that one. What's the chance of you getting your guitar out? Because Konrad did. What's the chance of you getting your guitar out and playing or something?
Nah, I don't want to do something.
Come on, mate. You've had a gin and tonic now. You can't back. I've asked you live on camera. You're going to have to do it. I'll sing with you.
If I had a piano, I'd do it here. I'd get my piano out, but I don't have a piano.
Mate. Can't believe you letting me down.
I'm not playing guitar. Why would I do some things someone else has already done?
But you don't need. You can do a different song, and you'll be better than him because he was rubbish, Connor.
What did he play?
He played his. What was your first song? He played his first song that he sang.
Hang on.
Here we go.
Hey, mate. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, what a lad, eh?
What are you doing?
All his son sticks him up. Live on the camera, so you have to do it now, mate. So what are you gonna? Konrad did his first ever song that he sang his initiation for singing for the Rhinos. He sung Jet Plane, Leaving on Jet Plane. What was your first ever song? Can you play it?
I sang
If you can remember that long.
I sang Green Day, Good Riddance.
Did you? Can you play that?
Kind of.
Yes. Let's go.
I'm not playing now.
Yes, come on, just a tiny bit.
Nah. Plus, I play something else. I like Eric Clapton. I play Eric Clapton.
Yeah, Eric Clapton. Class.
Do you know what it is?
I'm not know when you start going. Yeah, killing it. Is it If I Saw You in Heaven? Is that it? Because if you're going to do it, you have to sing.
Mate, I'm as bad a singer as I am a dancer.
All right, well, look, Conrad's 100% better than you, mate. Conrad's in front, mate.
Well, because I can't sing. I'm a guitar player.
Yeah, but Konrad can't speak English, never mind sing. And he still sang.
But anyway, that's that. Guitar.
Right. No worries. As you all can see, all he's wearing, if you can stand up all that and just show us your training kit that you've got on.
I've got no underpants on.
Yeah, just stand up a tiny bit. There we go. Yeah. No more. We don't want to see any more. As you can see, all he's being. If you didn't know he plays for Roosters, that's why he's wearing his kit. And there's going to be a competition. We'll get the details out to you for a chance to win that T-shirt. Not the exact same one, but we'll get a T-shirt out there. Yeah, we don't want that, and it stinks. All the time. Also, there's 15% off replica shirts from the club shop with free delivery. And last of all, thanks very much, Ryan Hall. It's been good. It's been hard work with the signal.
Yeah. How many times have I tried this? 8 or 9.
Yeah, well, that is it. But you're that special, mate. We thought you was worth the effort.
No, thank you.
Hopefully it goes out there and we get some decent content out there.
Yeah,
Don't forget to subscribe.
Me?
Not you, the fans. You can subscribe if you've not already.
Yeah.
But yeah, and enjoy the sun. Of lot of it you can catch with the quarantine, mate, as we're on lockdown this morning.
Yeah. I think we'll be heading that way as well. Obviously, our season got suspended yesterday.
Yep.
So we're a bit of a... we don't really know what's going on at the moment or what to do. Pretty similar to your position, what you've been in for last week. But yeah, we'll crack on. We'll get through it. Enjoy
your gin and tonics and don't put too much weight on it.
I can't put any weight on them at maximum.
All right. Cheers, mate.
See you, mate.
See you later. Good seeing you. Turn it off because I can't.